Hello, Namaste. This is Mangalesor Dhonju. As a social teacher, I'm standing over here, and today we are discussing about our social studies, especially for SE appearing students. Are you ready? Yes. If you are ready, I'm also ready. I have heard that in previous class you might have learned about specification grid. It means that what kind of questions are asked in the SE examination: critical type, attitude type, knowledge type, practical research type. So it is needless to say about, and we have 9 chapters in our social studies book, and we are touching today lesson 5, and this is civic consciousness. It is also known as civic awareness and Nepali Nagarik Chetana. Do you know what do you mean by Nagarik Chetana or the civic consciousness? Being aware of our political affairs, administrative bodies, state structures, constitutional bodies, subject of national concerns are said to be civic consciousness. And as you know that we have 9 lessons. Actually, not 9 lessons, we have 11 lessons in this unit, civic consciousness, and today we are touching only 3 lessons, namely legislative lesson 1, executive lesson 2, judiciary lesson 3, क्रमशः व्यवस्थापिका, कार्यपालिका र न्यायपालिका हामी भन्दछौँ। अब यसबारे बुझ्नको लागि यहीसँग सम्बन्धित now we are watching a small video clip. Yes, indeed. This is the historic day of Nepal. I believe you are enjoying it. It is because it is related to our judiciary, executive and legislature. And you know, when was this constitution promulgated in Nepal? Because in video we could not find exact date. Definitely you are right. On Ashoj 3, 2072, this constitution was promulgated in grand ceremony. And you know, in this video we had watched the building of Constituent Assembly, President, people's celebration after the promulgation of constitutions, and many more. Anyway, that video is related to our legislative, executive and judiciary. So in this page we can have clear concept in a sense that comparative study. We are in comparative study. These three organs are said to be organs of state and government, but always, you know, what I am finding repeatedly, students are in great dilemmas. What are the organs of state and what are the constitutional organs? But we are focusing on only organs of state and organ of government. And if possible, in next class we will discuss on constitutional organ. So back to this page. First one is legislature. This is legislature is also known as legislative, executive and judiciary. As I said before, you know, Vyavasthapika, Karyapalika and Nyayapalika. If you know such comparison, then we can move ahead in terms of other relations. If you don't understand, it is very difficult to understand history relation as well. I'm talking about Unit 7 as well. Parliament. It is also known as Parliament, guardian of national treasury. It means Rajyako Dhukutiko Saranchak. It means legislature, you know, legislature without consent of legislature, executive, you know, executive cannot spend a single paisa. It means it needs consent. Council of Minister, it is also known as Council of Minister, Mantri Parishad, Judiciary. Judiciary means Nyayapalika or Kanunko Saranchak in Nepali. I think you are thinking about number 3 rather than 1, because number 3 means definition, you know. So number 3, for now I'm touching number 3. It is law making body. कानुनको आधारमा हामी यो तीनवटा अङ्गलाई हामी परिभाषित गर्न सक्छौं. कानुन बनाउने अङ्ग law making body, law implementing body, it means कानुनको कार्यान्वयन गर्ने, पालना गराउने, law defining body, it means कानुनको व्याख्या गर्ने. And back to number 2, House of Representative and National Assembly. It means legislature भन्ने बित्तिकै हामीले प्रतिनिधि सभा र राष्ट्रिय सभालाई हामी बुझ्दछौं. र यसलाई क्याबिनेट, मन्त्री परिषद, law protecting body, कानुनको संरक्षण गर्ने, protection of fundamental rights. It means protection of fundamental right means मौलिक अधिकारको संरक्षण गर्ने. Do you know how many fundamental rights are there in our present Constitution of Nepal? Any guess? 31. Yes, you are right. You are so brilliant, I know. Anyway, law factory. Legislative is also known as law factory. Kanunko कारखाना, it means because it makes law. Temple of democracy, mother of executive. It means प्रजातन्त्रको मन्दिर, प्रजातन्त्रको अभ्यास हुने भएको कारणले mother of executive means कार्यपालिकाको आमा. And executive controller of public administration, जनप्रशासनको नियन्त्रक. Savior or interpreter of constitutions, संविधानको व्याख्याकर्ता. Number 5, highest national representative body. Definitely we have many people's representative, but those people's representative who are in the parliament or the legislature, they are supposed to be highest national representative body. सबभन्दा ठुलो, सबभन्दा पावरफुल जनप्रतिनिधिको रूपमा हामी लिन्छौँ सांसदहरूलाई. And executive main administrative body, justice administrative body is known as judiciary. And this is legislature is bicameral body. It means द्विसदनात्मक सदन. सदन भन्नाले पार्लियामेन्ट. द्विसदनात्मक भनेपछि already mentioned over here, House of Representative and National Assembly. And next one is, it is also known as simply government. सामान्य हामी सरकार मात्र पनि भन्छौँ एक्जिक्युटिभलाई. र court of record, judiciary is also known as court of record. It means अभिलेखको अदालत. It means that it keeps all the activities, all the activities and all the cases are recorded. That is required for perpetual testimony. And number 7, speaker or chairman are head. In terms of legislature, speaker or chairman are head. Speaker means, you know that संसदको सभामुख. Chairman in a sense that in Constituent Assembly 1 and in Constituent Assembly 2, Subhash Chandra Nemang was chairman at the time. Prime Minister is head in executive and Chief Justice is head in judiciary. And according to our constitutions, it is also provision in different parts article over here. You can look at. And in legislature, it has 3 tiers: federal legislature, provincial legislature, and local legislature. In true spirit of the federalism, as you know that Nepal is federal country. In same way, 3 tiers in executive and judiciary as well. So next, on next page, yet again we have another difference is Constituent Assembly and Parliament. Constituent Assembly means Samvidhan Sabha, you know, and Parliament means Sansad. So specific features only we are highlighting over here. According to this table, it is an assembly of people's representative whose function is to draft a new constitutions. It means यो जनप्रतिनिधिहरूको एउटा यस्तो सभा हो जसको मुख्य काम नयाँ संविधान बनाउने हो. As name suggests, you know, Constituent Assembly. And Parliament, it is law-making body whose function is to formulate laws and amend constitutions. Parliament को बारे अगाडि पनि हामीले भनिसकेका छौं कि अथवा हामीले यसरी बुझ्यौं र बुझेको हुनुपर्छ पनि कानुन बनाउने त्यस्तो एउटा अंग जसले कानुनको पनि संशोधन गर्छ. Constituent Assembly is unicameral. संविधान सभा भनेको एउटा मात्र हुन्छ. It means a single legislative chamber, and Parliament can be unicameral or bicameral. Parliament एउटा पनि हुन्छ अथवा द्विसदनात्मक पनि हुन्छ. र 3 number means Constituent Assembly can function as Parliament. संविधान सभाले पार्लियामेन्टको रूपमा काम गर्न सक्छ भने पार्लियामेन्टले संविधान सभाको रूपमा काम गर्न गाह्रो हुन्छ. र number 4, second last one is this one is election of Constituent Assembly is rare. It is done for the formation of Constituent Assembly. र संविधान सभाको चुनाव इतिहासमै दुर्लभ हुन्छ भने यो भनेको संविधान बनाउनको लागि फर्मेसन यो संविधान सभाको चुनाव भनेकै संविधान सभा बनाउनको लागि हो जसको उद्देश्य संविधान बनाउनु हो. र election of parliament is periodic and it is done to make and amend law form government. It means, as I said before, you know, election of parliament means it happens, such kind of election is held in an interval of 5 years normally here in Nepal, and its purpose is to make and amend law and also to form cabinet or government. And such type of Constituent Assembly election, we have 2 Constituent Assembly, Constituent Assembly 1 and Constituent Assembly 2, and it is because Constituent Assembly 1 failed to draft the constitutions. That's why we needed Constituent Assembly second. So first election was held on Chaitra 28, 2064, and the second was held on Mansir 4, 2070, whereas latest election of parliament was held in Nepal in 2 phases. That kinds of elections were held, Mansir 10 and Mansir 21 in 2074. Dear students, are understanding or not? I think you are understanding, and if you are not understanding, it's very difficult, because you know that if you are not understanding, more than 4,80,000 peoples I must say students, 4,80,000 विद्यार्थीहरू जो एसीमा एसी तयारीको अवस्थामा बसिरहेका छन्, ती विद्यार्थीले नबुझ्नु भनेको यो राष्ट्रको लागि घाटा हो। त्यसकारण हामीले बुझ्नै पर्छ र अब यसरी नै हामी we are heading for next page, and next page is differences and similarities between federal and provincial legislatures, and you may have some questions, and what kind of class is this one? Only differences. It is because you know that if we know differences between two terms, two questions, two topics, then definitely we will have clear concept. For example, you know, federal legislature and the provincial legislature, and federal, if you know federal legislature, then it will be hard to know provincial legislature. So in one page or on one page we can have both knowledge. So I'm presenting over here, and also I must say today we are taking class of social studies, especially I'm taking exam oriented class, because what I'm showing over here is very difficult to find our books, because traditional questions are also, you are aware of traditional questions, and I'm providing new questions and new notes as well. So back to this table. First one is federal legislature is bicameral and it is unicameral. Provincial legislature, it means federal legislature means Sangye Vyavasthapika, provincial legislature means Pradesh Vyavasthapika, it is also known as state assembly. 334 members, you know that 275 in lower house means Pratinithi Sabha or House of Representative, and 59 National Assembly or the upper house. And whereas number of members in each province is different, you know, how many members are elected in the provincial assembly tree, you know? Provincial assembly tree means Bhagmati, 110, you are right. In the same way, in province number 6, it means Karnali. How many members? You know, 40, yes. It means members in each province, we have 7 provinces, you know, members in each province are different. And number 3, there is only one federal legislature, parliament in Nepal. एउटा देशमा एउटा मात्र संघीय व्यवस्थापिका हुन्छ भनेपछि हामीसित 7 वटा प्रान्त छ भने 7 वटा प्रदेश सभा हुने भइहाल्यो. Number 3. And number 4, the president shall summon a meeting session of the federal parliament within 30 days of the declaration of final result of parliamentary election. It means संसदीय चुनावको परिणामको 30 दिनभित्र राष्ट्रपतिले संघीय व्यवस्थापिकामा अधिवेशनको लागि आह्वान गर्न सक्छ, डाक्न सक्छ भने यतापटि प्रदेश प्रमुखले 20 दिनभित्र मात्र. यसमा के फरक छ? यतापटि राष्ट्रपतिले संसदको आह्वान गर्ने भयो, यता प्रोभिन्सियलमा चिफ अफ स्टेट अथवा प्रदेश प्रमुखले 20 दिनभित्र संसदको आह्वान गर्नेछ र चुनावको परिणामको 20 दिनपछि भनिरहँदाखेरि अर्को पेजमा पनि हामी जानुपर्छ जस्तो लाग्छ, आई थिंक. So in terms of similarities, 60% members are elected from FPTP, first past the post, and 40% members are elected from proportional electoral system. You know that we had used new kind of electoral system, and the term of the both federal legislative and provincial legislative is 5 years. Term means padabadi. Both federal and provincial legislative are law making body, and last one is the members of both assembly shall not later than 15 days after date of holding of the first meeting of both assembly elect a speaker and deputy speaker among themselves. It means 15 दिन भनेपछि 15 दिनभित्र सभामुख र उपसभामुख ती सभासदहरू बीचबाट नै चयन हुनुपर्छ, निर्वाचित हुनुपर्छ भनेर हामी यसरी बुझ्न सक्छौं. And after this, and the next page is also coming through here. And this is federal executive and state executive. So first first point is there is president in Nepal. You know that सङ्घीय कार्यपालिकामा राष्ट्रपति हुन्छ, तर भाइ बहिनीले यहाँ के बुझ्नुपर्छ भन्दाखेरि राष्ट्रपति नाम मात्रको हुन्छ र जसलाई हामी टिटुलार र नोमिनल पनि भन्छौं. हामी नेपालको कन्टेक्स्टमा कुरा गर्दैछौं. Whereas state executive, in state executive, you know, there is a chief of state in each state. It means we have 7 chief of state. You know, who is the current chief of state in province number 1? Any guess? Yes, you are right. Somnath Adhikari. And province number 3, Bagmati? Vishnu Prasad what? Your surname is incorrect, okay? Vishnu Prasad what? Prasad. In the same way, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we must know. And number 2, all federal executive functions of Nepal are performed in the name of government of Nepal. It means जति पनि जति पनि सङ्घीय व्यवस्थापिकाको काम हुन्छ सबै नेपाल सरकारको नामबाट हुन्छ. यसरी नै यतापट्टि प्रदेश सरकारको नामबाट काम हुन्छ. भने नम्बर 3 मा the president appoints the leader of parliamentary party that commands majority in the House of Representatives as the prime minister, and the council of minister is constituted under his or her chairmanship. It means चुनाव सम्पन्न भइसकेपछि जुन पार्टीले बहुमत प्राप्त गरेको हुन्छ त्यो पार्टीको संसदीय नेतालाई राष्ट्रपतिले प्रधानमन्त्रीको रूपमा चयन गर्छ र त्यो प्रधानमन्त्री अन्तर्गत अर्को मन्त्री परिषद, यसरी प्रधानमन्त्री अन्तर्गत मन्त्री परिषद गठन हुन्छ भन्ने कुरा हामीले बुझ्नुपर्छ. भने यता इन स्टेट एक्जिक्युटिभ चिफ अफ स्टेट अथवा चिफ अफ स्टेटले प्रदेश प्रमुखले के गर्नुपर्छ त अब प्रदेश व्यवस्थापिकामा जसले प्रतिनिधित्व गरेको हुन्छ, जुन पार्टीले बहुमत ल्याएको हुन्छ त्यो पार्टीको नेतालाई, संसदीय दलको नेतालाई चिफ मिनिस्टर, मुख्यमन्त्रीको रूपमा त्यहाँ मन्त्री परिषद गठन हुन्छ. भने नम्बर 4, you know, the cabinet comprises a maximum of 25 ministers, including the prime minister, as per inclusive principle from amongst the members of federal parliaments. It means पार्लियामेन्टमा जति पनि मेम्बर्स छन् ती मेम्बरहरूबाट नै मन्त्री परिषद गठन हुनुपर्छ, तर 25 जना मात्र. बुझ्नुस् है, जम्मा 25 जना मात्र मन्त्री सदस्य भएको क्याबिनेट मन्त्री परिषद गठन हुनुपर्छ, त्यो पनि समावेशी सिद्धान्तको आधारमा. इन द सेम वे, बट number 4, in terms of state executive, 20%. As I said before, you know that how many members are there in the Provincial Assembly of Karnali province? I said, you know, 40. It means 20% of 40 means 8. भनेपछि त्यहाँको क्याबिनेटमा 8 जना मात्र मन्त्रीहरू बन्न पाउँछन्. जसरी बागमती हामी प्रदेशको कुरा गर्छौं, बागमती प्रदेशमा 110 जना छन् भनेदेखि गण्डकीमा 60 जना छन्, त्यसको 20% मात्र मन्त्रीहरू बन्न सक्छन् त्यहाँको मन्त्री परिषदमा. And last one, 5. It may create confusion, you know, 1 and 5. Prime Minister is head of federal executive. It means कार्यकारी अधिकार प्रधानमन्त्रीमा निहित हुन्छ. त्यसकारण कार्यपालिकामा, संघीय कार्यपालिकामा प्रधानमन्त्री के हुन्छ त? नायक हुन्छ, मुख्य हुन्छ, प्रमुख हुन्छ, अध्यक्ष हुन्छ. एन्ड हियर इन स्टेट एक्जिक्युटिभ चिफ मिनिस्टर अथवा मुख्यमन्त्री नै कार्यकारी प्रमुखको रूपमा हुन्छ कुनै पनि प्रान्तीय सभामा. एन्ड in the same way, similarities like before. The term of both executive and state executive is 5 years. Both of them are law implementing and main administrative body, and ministers of both of them should be from their respective parliaments. Minister of, are understanding or not? Ministers of both of them should be from their respective parliament. आफ्नै पार्लियामेन्टबाट नै तिनीहरूले प्रतिनिधित्व गरेको हुनुपर्छ मन्त्री बन्नको लागि। And the last one is both members of federal executive and the state executive are responsible for their work to their respective head of the executive. भनेपछि आफ्ना संसदबाट जसरी तिनीहरू मन्त्री बन्छन् ती मन्त्री बनेकाहरू आफ्नो कार्यपालिकाको अध्यक्षप्रति तिनीहरू के हुनुपर्छ रेस्पोन्सिबल हुनुपर्छ। यसरी in this way we have finished similarities in between, you know that. Now next page is saying it all about nature of government, which is not found in our book, but we should know it's better to have such kind of concept. Minority government is not found, I forgot. अल्पमतको सरकार, नेपालको इतिहासमा अल्पमतको सरकार पनि हामी पाउँछौँ। एन्ड देन कोएलिसन, गठबन्धनको सरकार, दुईभन्दा बढी पार्टीहरू मिलेर बने, 2 or more parties. If 2 or more parties make an alliance, गठबन्धन बनाउँछ भने त्यसलाई हामी गठबन्धनको सरकार भन्छौँ, युनाइटेड गभर्मेन्ट पनि भन्छौँ। एन्ड देन कन्सेन्सुअल गभर्मेन्ट मिन्स सहमतीय सरकार, सहमतिको आधारमा on the basis of consent, that kind of government is made. Girja Prasad Koirala-led government is an obvious example of consensual government. That government was made after the People's Movement. Second, shadow government, वास्तवमा अरू सबै गभर्मेन्टमा प्राइम मिनिस्टर हुन्छ, तर यसमा प्राइम मिनिस्टर भने हुँदैन। अपोजिसन पार्टिज पनि हुन्छ संसदमा, विपक्षी दलहरू, अझ मुख्य प्रतिपक्षी विपक्षी दल पनि हुन्छ। अहिलेको हाम्रो पार्लियामेन्टमा हेर्ने हो भने नेपाली कांग्रेसलाई हामीले विपक्षी दल, प्रमुख प्रतिपक्षी दलको रूपमा लिन्छौँ र प्रमुख प्रतिपक्षी दलहरू अथवा विपक्षी दलहरू भनौँ, प्रमुख प्रतिपक्षी दललाई पनि हामी स्ट्याटो गभर्मेन्टको रूपमा लिन सक्छौँ। त्यसैगरी पर्मानेन्ट गभर्मेन्ट भनेपछि स्थायी सरकार। You know that we are having political instability and KP Oli is 24th prime ministers since 2046. 46 सालदेखि अहिलेसम्म कुरा गर्नु पर्दाखेरि यो 30 वर्षमा पनि हामीले 24 जना प्रधानमन्त्री भएको हाम्रो इतिहास साक्षी छ। त्यसकारण प्रधानमन्त्री हुन्छ, 1 वर्षपछि फेरि 2 वर्षपछि अर्को हुँदाखेरि यस्तो किसिमको समस्यालाई हामी राजनीतिक अस्थिरता भन्छौँ, पोलिटिकल इन्स्टेबिलिटी। तर सरकारी कर्मचारी र निजामती कर्मचारीहरू जहाँको त्यही हुने भएको कारणले गर्दा हामी के भन्छौँ, दे आर सपोज टु बी permanent government. And interim government, interim means interim, that is made for temporary purpose. Interim government was also made after the People's Movement first and People's Movement second, and also after People's Revolution 2007. All party government, नेपाली सर्वदलीय सरकार पनि भन्छौँ, सबै दल सम्मिलित भएको। And caretaker government means if a prime minister resigns from his or her post and त्यस्तो अवस्थामा तुरन्तै अर्को प्राइम मिनिस्टर बन्न सक्दैन। त्यसकारण अर्को प्राइम मिनिस्टर, अर्को प्रधानमन्त्री नआउन्जेलसम्म प्राइम मिनिस्टरले काम गरिरहेको हुन्छ भने त्यसलाई हामी केयरटेकर गभर्मेन्टको रूपमा लिन सक्छौँ। एन्ड अल्सो वी हेभ अल्सो नेक्स्ट पेज वी हेभ वाट आर द च्यालेन्जेस अफ द प्रेजेन्ट गभर्मेन्ट। अहिले कन्टेम्पोरेरी क्वेसन इज भेरी इम्पोर्टेन्ट इन टर्म्स अफ सोसियल स्टडिज, यु नो द्याट। सो इट मिन्स अहिलेको सरकारको चुनौतीहरू के हुन्, लाइक दिस, what kind of works to be done by the present government, अहिलेको सरकारले के गर्न सक्छन्, के गर्नुपर्ने हो, and so on. Such type of questions are said to be contemporary questions. And for now, challenge of the present government, it is also related to function. The major challenges of the present government is to complete national pride projects. How many national pride projects in our book? 21. Yes, we have 21. So अहिलेको सरकारको प्राथमिकतामा यो राष्ट्रिय गौरवको आयोजनालाई हामीले कम्प्लिट गर्नु भनेर हामी भन्न सक्छौँ। त्यसैगरी संहिताको पालना अनि संविधानको पूर्ण पालना गर्ने, त्यसैगरी गुड गभर्नेन्स एन्ड अल्सो कन्ट्रोल करप्सन, टु प्रोभाइड रेस्पेक्ट टु माइनोरिटिज एन्ड अपोजिसन पार्टी which is lacking at the moment, to bring prosperity in the nation is also one of the challenges, and to implement the 15 plan. You know that we are in the 15 plan, and the 15 plan was started from this fiscal year 2076 and 77, and to end the series of the scandal in cabinet, and you know that media are saying that present cabinet is full of scandal, धेरै काण्डले भरिएको छ भनेर मिडिया कर्मीहरूले भन्छन्, पत्रपत्रिका हामी पाउँछौँ। त्यस्तो अवस्थामा यस्तो विभिन्न इन्कम्पिटेन्सका कुराहरूलाई हामीले पनि हामी राख्न सक्छौँ। योभन्दा अघिल्लो पेजमा एउटा लाइन बिर्सेको छ, त्यो लाइनमा हामीले के भन्न सक्छौँ भन्दाखेरि अहिलेको कन्टेक्स्टमा टु कम्ब्याट टु फाइट अगेन्स्ट कोभिड-19 एन्ड टु मेक पिपल सेफ, यो कुरालाई पनि हामीले बाई चान्स इफ सच टाइप अफ क्वेसन कम्स इन द एक्जामिनेसन we have to put this type of answer at first point. Okay, and next one is we are moving on judiciary, न्यायपालिका, and Supreme Court and the High Court. So there is only one Supreme Court in judicial system of Nepal, you know that, and there is High Court in each province. It means we have 7 provinces. So 7 provinces means 7 High Courts. The President appoints the Chief of Justice under recommendation of Constitutional Council and other judges of Supreme Court. This is important point than others. It is because we have Constitutional Council, we have Judicial Council as well here. In Judicial Council, Chairman is Chief Justice. In Constitutional Council, Chairman is Prime Minister. So under recommendation of the Constitutional Council, President can appoint or appoints Chief Justice and also other judges of the Supreme Court. And here in High Court, under recommendation of the Judicial Council, Chief Justice, the Chief Justice appoints the Chief Judges and other judges of the High Court. High Court मा उच्च अदालतमा प्रधान न्यायाधीशले मुख्य न्यायाधीशको रूपमा नियुक्ति गर्न सक्छन्, त्यो पनि न्यायिक परिषदको सिफारिसमा। And number 3, it consists of maximum of 20 judges. 20 जना न्यायाधीशहरू हुन्छन् सुप्रिम कोर्टमा, सर्वोच्च अदालतमा पनि। यता कानुन, संघीय कानुनले भने बमोजिम हुन्छ, यति संख्या भने हुँदैन, अथवा प्रान्त अनुसार। हुन त हामी प्रान्त भन्छौँ, प्रदेश भन्छौँ, क्यान्टोन भन्छौँ, प्रोभिन्स भन्छौँ, सबै उस्तै हुन्, नाम फरक, तर नेपालको हकमा क्यान्टोन शब्द प्रयोग हुँदैन। भन्न खोजेको सबै प्रदेशमा जजहरू फरक फरक हुन्छन्, फरक संख्यामा हुन्छन्। 4 नम्बर, चिफ जस्टिस गेट्स रिटायरमेन्ट एट द एज अफ 65, 65 वर्षमा रिटायरमेन्ट हुन्छन्, and whereas 63 year in. And number 5 means Supreme Court is the highest court of Nepal, and this one is what? High courts are under Supreme Court. And also next, it is also very important, check and balance. And a clear concept is not given in our book. So I'm trying my best through this page, power balance, principle of power balance. It means check and balance means principle of power balance. So before we touch, we should know system of separation of power. System of separation of power means Shakti Santulanko Siddhanta. It means the constitution, the constitution makes allocation of executive, legislative and judicial powers. That kind of allocation is said to be system of separation of power in accordance with what? Political principle. In the same way, check and balance, they are also related. That's why I'm saying about the system of separation of power. And check and balance, शक्ति सन्तुलनको सिद्धान्त। अघि हामीले भन्यौं शक्ति पृथकीकरणको सिद्धान्त, पृथक पृथक सबै यो लेजिस्लेटिभ, एक्जिक्युटिभ, जुडिसियरीलाई फरक फरक अधिकार दिएको हुन्छ भनेर भन्यौं हामीले। अब यसमा फरक फरक अधिकार दिदा पनि they are related, and they can support, they can control, they can relation. So they are very, very powerful. They are very, very powerful and independent organs of government. They support and interfere एक अर्कामा हस्तक्षेप पनि गर्छन्. So such principle of support, control, relation among legislature, executive, judiciary is said to be check and balance system. And what we can prove in the following way or in this way, number 1 means legislature raises question on the work of executive, कार्यपालिकाको काममाथि व्यवस्थापिकाले प्रश्न चिन्ह खडा गर्न सक्छ. नम्बर 2 ले के भन्छ, व्यवस्थापिकाले इम्पिचमेन्ट, महाअभियोग, यदि if chief justice commits any crime, then at a time At a time, legislature can remove Chief Justice. But at a time, 2/3 majority is required. And impeachment means maha-abhiyog. You know, maha-abhiyog means, abhiyog means, you know, that accusation. It means charge, maha-abhiyog. And that is also highlighted here. An accusation that a person has committed against the state. In the same way, executive dissolves the legislature. व्यवस्थापिकाले लेजिस्लेचरलाई पनि के गर्न सक्छ, विघटन गर्न सक्छ। 2048 सालमा गिरिजा प्रसाद कोइरालाले संसद भङ्ग गरेको कुरा योसँग मिल्छ। इट मिन्स 1 र 2 ले के गर्छ, लेजिस्लेचरले एक्जिक्युटिभलाई, लेजिस्लेचरले जुडिसियरीलाई, अनि त्यसैगरी 3 र 4 एक्जिक्युटिभ र 5 र 6 जुडिसियरीको एक अर्कामा कसरी रिलेसन गर्छ, कसरी सपोर्ट गर्छ, कसरी इन्टरफेयर गर्छ भन्ने कुराहरू हामी पढ्न सक्छौँ। र इन द सेम वे नम्बर 4 ले के भन्न सक्छ रे, एक्जिक्युटिभ रिकमेन्ड्स द चिफ जस्टिस। एक्जिक्युटिभले चिफ जस्टिसलाई के गर्न सक्छ, रिकमेन्ड गर्न सक्छ। अगाडि हामीले पढिसक्यौँ है, कन्स्टिट्युसनल र जुडिसियल काउन्सिलको सिफारिसमा, समन्वयमा। नम्बर 5 मेन, जुडिसियरी क्यान रिजेक्ट द डिसिजन अफ गभर्मेन्ट। जुडिसियरीले संविधानको खिलाफमा, संविधानको विरुद्धमा गएको अवस्थामा गभर्मेन्टको डिसिजनलाई अस्वीकार गर्न सक्छ। नम्बर 6 ले के भन्छ, नजिरको कुरा ल्याएको छ। जुडिसियरीले यु नो व्हाइल सुप्रिम कोर्ट गिभ्स any kind of verdict, फैसला, judgment, at the time it explains the spirit of the law. That explanation is said to be precedent. It means in Nepali नजिर। हामी यसलाई नजिर भन्छौँ प्रेसिडेन्टलाई। त्यो नजिर आफै पनि एउटा पछि कानुन बन्छ। सुप्रिम कोर्टले त्यो कुनै मुद्दा मामिलामा फैसला सुनाउने बेलामा। यसरी हामीले यो check and balance सक्यौँ। And who is this? He is Agni Sapkota, you know that. And Agni Sapkota is present speaker of what? Our federal parliament, who was elected on March 12, 2076. And impeachment's article is also found here in our constitution's 101 page. This is what? This is building up today's federal legislature, and it is also office of the Prime Minister and Council Minister that is located in the Siadarwar. And the next, this is lockdown picture. I must say, you know, that's on Baisakh 2 cabinet. This is the meeting of our cabinet that extended nationwide lockdown till Baisakh 15. And this one is oath-taking ceremony of some ministers, and this one is Siadarwar. Siadarwar means, you know that. Next, Siadarwar is main administrative body or the biggest administrative body of Nepal. This is an Supreme Court, judiciary. It is related to, this picture is related to judiciary. And this one is Morang Jilla Adalat. Here is district court, and this is also High Court, which is located, here is Patan, but here we can find Hetauda as well. So it is High Court, which is located in the Hetauda, our capital of Bhagmati province. And some questions also I brought. Differentiate between House of Representatives and National Assembly, differentiate between Constitutional Council and Judicial Council, differentiate between Interim Constitution of Nepal 63 and 72 Constitution. You know that. Why is legislature is called? Why is legislature called law factory? Provision and formation of legislature in present Constitution of Nepal in 4 points. And if you are given to interview with Prime Minister, what kind of question would you ask related to present context of Nepal? And then also write any 2 main political parties which have involved in the present government and mention 3 important works to be done by the present government. And 7 number is clarify interrelationship with between executive and judiciary, already gone. And model of editorial to be published in a daily newspaper, including the role of judiciary to institutionalize, संस्थागत गर्ने, it means in Nepali democratic system लाई संस्थागत गर्नको लागि के गर्नुपर्छ भन्ने कुराको एउटा सम्पादकीय छ यहाँ। अनि त्यसैगरी independent and unprejudiced judiciary is backbone of the democratic system. भनेर यसरी apart from this, you know that differentiate between criminal case and you know next we have 2 cases, you know, civil case, फौजदारी र अर्को देवानी प्रथाको डिफरेन्स पनि एउटा इम्पोर्टेन्ट छ भनेदेखि अर्को कम्पोजिसन अफ लेजिस्लेचर इज अल्सो इम्पोर्टेन्ट. And last of all, my request will be, whatever questions comes in the examination, our main focus will be the function, function of legislative, executive and judiciary. जुनसुकै क्वेसन आए पनि हामीले लेजिस्लेटिभ एक्जिक्युटिभ जुडिसियरीको हामीले फङ्सन रिलेटेड क्वेसन नै सोधिरहेको हुन्छ है, त्यसैमा हामीले ध्यान दिउँ भन्दै. And now is the moment to say bye. And if you have comment, definitely we will appreciate. So constructive suggestions are expected as well. And thank you so much.